This announcement is going to be brought up in every single episode of Stranger Things. Whether or not if you're a fan of my channel, I just want to let those of you who are watching this reaction know that I have many more planned. On screen, you can see a small fraction of some of the reactions I have planned between movies and series that have already aired. But any new shows that will drop later on, such as the House of Dragon series and The Last of Us, for example, are still things I'm going to react to outside of this list. So if any of these catch your eye, be sure to come swing by, as these reactions and many more are going to be dropping throughout the year and in the future. And as I mentioned, there will be unlisted / surprise ones, so we will just have to wait on that. How's it going, folks? It's Soulbone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to episode 2 of Stranger Things. You can find my previous reaction in the description along with anything else you might be interested in. But here we are with episode 2. In the previous episode, I had a number of questions, and are they going to get answered in this one? I don't know. I doubt it, but we'll see. A lot of stuff happened in episode 1, but it was also a longer episode. These episodes are all longer. That is very exciting. I think somebody did the math to where they were saying it's actually equivalent to all the content we're getting for season 4 is actually equivalent to 13 episodes, because episode 9 is 2.5 hours approximately. So that's what, 1.5 extra episodes. So it all roughly goes to about 13 episodes for season 4, even though it's in the form of 9. So we got a lot of storytelling, so I'm very excited. We're just going to hop right in because I'm not going to delay any further. So here we are with episode 2 of Stranger Things, and I'm continuing. And if you want to catch my future reaction to Stranger Things, these are going to be dropping all week long. So just come back, swing by my channel, and you can find the rest of my reactions dropping, as I mentioned, all throughout the week. So here we go. Oh, we're gonna find out how we did it. I'm telling you, he had to go through the upside down. There's no way he was just down there the whole time. Are you serious? After all those theories of him going through the upside down, he literally just collapsed right in the same room, and then the Russians picked him up. How did they sneak him out? The US military got there with Dr. Owens. Unless it's trippy and they have the exact same weapon in Russia, and that's actually a reflection, so it's the Russian gate. Like destroying the machine and closing the gate in Hawkins did so, destroying the machine in Russia and closing the gate, but just making Hopper go through. Maybe. I hope they don't think he did it. He's the chief now?
Hey, you can't be out here. Get back inside. Back inside.
I don't even know how to describe it.
They're listening.
I've never seen anything like it.
I handpicked those for you in Hawkins. I know you also like purple, so I got some purple as well. So
Should have took the damn tag off.
That's a rad shirt, man.
Will looks so much older.
I heard a lot about your sister.
Okay, that sounds awesome. Are your friends gonna meet us there?
Friends? What friends?
You know, Stacy and Angela.
Bald eagle to base. Oh, Benny's Burgers. That was Jim's friend.
What's this? Thought we were watching Thundercats.
Hawkins' student got murdered.
What?
Yeah, it's on every.
Oh man, he doesn't even know it's his girlfriend.
Hey, maybe Chrissy didn't stand you up after all.
Hey, don't say that.
Relax, man. It was a joke.
A joke.
Terrible joke. Oh, it's a cool transition. Damn, what a camera shot.
I mean, no one was nice to us. No one except Eddie.
Okay, well, I mean, they said the same shit about Ted Bundy. Yeah, he's like a super nice guy.
Why haven't you told the cops this?
I mean, I don't know.
You don't know?
She thinks she has a hunch. Or did her light start flickering? Yep. Same exact time.
He was scared, Dustin. really scared.
There's only one person who knows what actually happened.
You gotta ask Eddie.
Shit.
Rusty, where are you going?
See a friend.
You heard the news, it's not safe.
Good point. We'll be extra careful. Thanks, Mom. I love you. Bye.
Please, to make reservation, call 74152 blah blah. Hup is alive, no government? This looks and reads like a ransom note, and a bad one at that. There's no proof of life.
So, there's only 2 people who knew about our date at Enzo's, and that's me and Hop. So, whoever wrote this, Hop trusted enough to make him sign it Enzo.
Oh, Hop sent it.
You saw him die, Joyce. Indulge this fantasy for a moment. He's Houdini. He's a Catman with 9 lives. Whatever it is, he survives. Doesn't make it right.
Well, either way, this could be real.
Dude, Joyce is never wrong.
Alive. What are you doing?
We're gonna call that number. And we're going to find out who the hell sent you that letter. But we're doing it my way.
He's got the tech. This has to be in Russia.
Who you work with?
I told you. No one.
Тащите слона!
What the hell is that? So it had to have been, as I was saying, a reflection, the machine in Russia. So he did technically go through the gate, not through the upside down, but he went through the gate to go to the other gate, which was in Russia, presumably.
Bitchin', right?
Yeah, bitchin'. Do you come here a lot?
Yeah. Will does not,
No.
but I go to parties here. It's a big party place.
I think Elle doesn't want Mike to know what's going on with her social life. She's cutting Will off.
You're good. You got this.
Okay.
Damn, poor Will's just left a third wheel. Literally, he's on wheels.
But it seems like the snitch has a boyfriend.
Told you spring break's gonna be fun.
Let's see what you've done to his place.
Yo, people been using this shithole for years, man. Act like you guys didn't know.
What about your girlfriend? She party here last night?
Chrissy? No.
About buying drugs for the party?
Drugs? No. No way. Chrissy doesn't mess with that crap.
Maybe someone talked her into it.
No, she's straight as an arrow.
What about Eddie Munson?
What does Eddie have to do with all this? Did that freak hurt her?
Hey, man, you all right? Jason, what happened? Where are you going? Is everything good? What did they say? Are they gonna call our parents?
Have you got keys in the back?
Yeah, 3 works.
What are you doing?
Whoa, what are you, my pocket? No, not my face! Dude!
Her mom is working today, and we would really like to check in on her.
We're basically her nanny. Nannies.
Actually, I do know you. You're Fred Benson. You killed that kid last year. You all right there?
What?
I said you're all right, kid. You're looking a little peaked.
I'm fine.
He's just on edge. I mean, we all are.
Fred is definitely gonna die then.
Okay, what was that? I said act casual.
Here I am. And also, shit! I felt this intense relief.
Is that the acceptance letter? Did he get denied?
What's that?
That's where I'm going.
I know.
But you're going to Emerson with Nancy.
No, I'm not. She just doesn't know it yet.
You're dead, man. You are so dead.
What was I supposed to do?
Not lie.
Not lie?
Yeah.
Not lie?
Yeah.
So I just tell her the truth.
Angela, this is Mike.
Oh my god, Mike's gonna think that's her friend.
Heard a lot about you. It's really cool to find
Oh my
about
god.
Jane's friends.
Friends? Yeah, super cool.
I'll hold on to that.
Come on.
Oh, it's terrible. This is so bad. Oh god, he's got a camera.
Oh no.
What?
Elle, she hasn't been telling you everything.
She's having problems here. Problems? Okay, what kind of problems?
You're about to find out.
Stay put.
Bail.
Next song is dedicated to Jane, the local snitch.
Oh my god. Are y'all gonna do something instead of fucking standing there?
Wipe out!
There are drinks on the ring.
Kids can be so mean, man. I mean, it's a little far-fetched, but not all that much.
From Durham, North Carolina, but if this is KGB, they will still be able to trace us eventually, so keep it brief.
This is Enzo.
Hello, Enzo. This is Joyce. What kind of deposit?
$40,000. You have it in our trust.
I need to know that he's alive. I don't know who you are.
A man has no name. I know him from Game of Thrones. He's in Alaska. I mean, they could smuggle him from Russia to Alaska.
Who the hell was that?
Если так продолжать, он умрется.
Его на Камчатку.
And this is when they have him work. So they sent him to a working prisoner camp. I mean, that was in the trailer in 2020.
First in arms. Lieutenant Colonel, welcome to Indiana.
What's going on here?
Chrissy would never touch this shit. And they wouldn't even show her parents her face.
Oh my god.
Colts. It's just a D&D club.
And how exactly is it, you know, all of that, Sinclair?
Well,
just say it, man.
It can warp their mind. They confuse fantasy and reality, and innocent people die. I mean, it's been happening all over the country. It's like an epidemic.
Yeah, I read about that shit. It's real.
And I think Eddie pursuing some bullshit leads, spreading rumors saying she's some druggie. No, she wants us to go out there. She wants to do something about it, wouldn't she? Yeah.
A little bit of suspense.
So my boyfriend won't like totally puke when I bring it home.
Your boyfriend.
Ah, Steve.
Later. Alligator. I mean, listen, if this Reefer Rick is actually a drug dealer, I guarantee you he's been busted at some point. Means he's in the system.
12 Ricks already have accounts here.
That's a lot of Ricks.
So Conroy, 16 Candles, Teen Wolf, and Romancing the Stone.
No.
Okay. Rick Lipton, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Cheech and Chong's next movie, 2121 Holland Road.
That's out by Lover's Lake.
Middle of nowhere.
It's a perfect place to hide.
Damn. Dude, when the group comes together, they just get shit done. And Robin's good at deciphering codes, so that helps too. Or just figuring stuff out.
But he's just the cutest little witness.
As I can tell, you all have it figured out already. My nephew's a freak. He killed that girl. Isn't that about right?
Oh, he's gonna start bugging out. Yeah, there's the clock. What is the significance of the clock? Besides it being, it is time, quite literally.
You think you know who might have done this?
You ever hear the name Victor Creel?
Victor Creel.
Lost his mind. Killed his whole family. Kids and wife.
Victor Creel is still alive?
They locked him away in Penhurst Asylum. He's a real boogeyman.
Is he dead already? There's a bunch of bodies behind him. It's the funeral people. Oh my god. Yeah, so it wasn't a clock, it was a casket. Because apparently the car accident a year back.
Отныне вы больше не люди.
Run. You die.
You hear? American.
She wants to use the phone. She's mad at Enzo. It's slang.
For what?
Literally, Russo translates to trash or garbage. It's like pig here, often directed at cops.
Cops?
Or guards.
Ah, he is a prisoner guard.
Welcome to your new home, American.
Enzo's a prison guard.
Maybe Hopper bribed him.
Sounds like Jim, doesn't it?
It's damn money. And we are getting Hopper back.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
What the hell? Get out!
Not there? No. Friends. We're friends.
Well, we used to be best friends.
Well, then maybe you should have reached out more. I don't know.
Sucks to say, but it might be a good thing she doesn't have her powers at the moment. Emotion, anger, and revenge with her abilities. She could easily kill them all.
I want you to say sorry to me. And I want you to tell my boyfriend that it was just a joke. And that we are really friends.
You'll just have to cry to your daddy instead. Oh wait, can't do that either.
You shouldn't have said that. Oh my god, what is she doing? Oh, Mike, come on, stop her.
Angela!
Oh shit! Angela, you okay? Angela.
Holy shit. It's only gonna make things worse.
What did you do?
What have you done? What have you done?
I was gonna say, it's just like when she killed those kids for a reason we don't know yet. At least Angela will have a nice souvenir for the yearbook photo, though. Boathouse?
What are you doing?
He might be in here.
Someone was here. Maybe he heard us. Got spooked and ran.
Personally,
Tarp just moved.
He's cool. He's cool.
Man, what are you doing here?
Fred is definitely dead.
He was there and then he was just gone. And did you maybe see him leave with somebody or?
I told you kids to go home. Jesus Christ.
Oh shit, he's alive. Oh Jesus, an empty road in the forest, that's not gonna... Yeah, he's seeing the accident.
Her bones started to snap.
Oh god.
Guys, man. Bullshit me, man. I know how this sounds.
We're not bullshitting you. We believe you.
They gonna bring him in on it?
There's another world.
world hidden beneath Hawkins.
Like ghosts and shit?
There are some things worse than ghosts.
I want you to join me.
Oh god, he's gonna do the thing to him. I don't want to watch the bone part again.
We're under a spell. A curse. Vecna's curse.
The name of the episode. I knew I didn't want to watch it again, bro. Fuck.
A spellcaster. A dark wizard.
Holy shit, man. I got the chills. It's in a boarded up place. Where is this? It's got to be the top of a house. What are those, bats? It's like a haunted mansion. So okay, wait a minute. You know, whenever there's an entity from the upside down, they always use a D&D character as a way to categorize it and understand it better, such as the Demogorgon, the Mind Flayer, but they're not far-fetched when they do it because they're kind of right in those aspects with the Mind Flayer, to where it was having the flayed army and it was making people join them in the same way it was sort of taking over Will, and True Sight as a way to describe in the upside down. Now with the Vecna, based on everything they've always said, when D&D is kind of right, weirdly, about these characters. So if Vecna, a dark sorcerer, is anything to go off of, then that's quite interesting because they're using a spell as a way to describe it. And that's almost kind of the best way you can describe it because it's semi like what Will was going through, to where he was able to see the Mind Flayer physically, but he was in the upside down somehow, but his physical body was still in our world and not moving. The same can be said for Fred and Chrissy. They weren't moving, but they weren't imagining the upside down. They were still imagining our world, but the only difference is dead people plus Vecna were there. So that's what I'm wondering, because it is almost like a spell. So are we leaning a bit more into mysticism, or is the power that Vecna has just so good that there's no need to project the upside down, that he can manifest this through their minds, potentially almost take over their thoughts to create illusions? I don't know. We're going to have to go on into this more. If you notice, it looks like I got shorter. It's because I do my reactions in a wooden chair. So I always have like a pillow underneath to sit on, but it is just so damn uncomfortable. So I had to pause the video and just take the pillow off and stretch, because it just, watching 2 episodes, like 3 hours of sitting in this chair, it kills. So I'm trying it without the pillow, and it's somehow a solid wood feels better to sit on than a pillow, which is kind of weird. I mean, it's only been like 10-20 minutes, but right now I'm like, this is much more bearable. So yeah, I'm going to be a little bit lowered for the episodes, which is not a big deal. So I lowered the mic a bit too, but yeah, we're going to talk about this, so I'm going to go stretch more. And I just have to say, with Vecna, it's very cool. The only downside is I think it looks a little too humanoid for my taste. I mean, it looks very, very cool, but I just think it's a little too humanoid. Like seeing very slight ears and eyes and like a mouth, and almost looks like just a skeletal nose, like the flesh is gone. I heard some people, not like a spoiler, but just like when this teaser first came out and there were theories in the comments, people were like, oh my god, what if it's Billy? What if the Mind Flayer still has him as like an avatar almost, and it's like taking a real physical form in the upside down? I'm like, then it would be explained. Like if it's actually a person and they're sort of impersonating semi, and it kind of molds together to make a humanoid type of upside down creature, then I'm gonna be like, that shit is awesome. But it is a very cool design, but just because things from the upside down have been so alien, yes, the Demogorgon might be human, but it did walk on all fours and it could stand on its hind legs. It acted more animal-like in physique because it was slender. Kind of weird, but if you've ever played The Witcher 3, it reminded me of a Catachan, like that body type to where it's like long, but it can still stand. But also runs on its four legs. Catachans don't do that, I don't think, but the Demogorgon does. But as I was saying, yeah, the Mind Flayer, the Flayed, when they morphed together, it was very monstrous and very alien. So seeing something humanoid here is different. It's just like a different feeling. I think they intended it to make it be more sinister because, oh my god, now it's tangible. Like, wow, look at this evil person, this evil being that can actually speak to us. But for me, I'm just like, oh, it's kind of weird because the Upside Down has been so different. But if it does lean into, like, maybe this is like a possessed person, just something like that, then it's really going to be like, oh my god, what a mind fuck. What a crazy thing. So I really like the design, but I'm also a bit turned off because it's very humanoid. Oh man, I'm getting the hiccups. I got to take a little break. Oh, that was a big one. And already in 2 episodes, we can already see the classic Stranger Things with Eddie revolving around his storyline. I finally know his damn name. And what I mean by that is there's always a point when characters are split up, but then they have a meeting point. They always get back together. And Eddie is the key to that because Eddie is now with Dustin, Max, Robin, and Steve. And Lucas and the basketball team are looking for him. So eventually Lucas is going to finally meet up with them again. There might be definitely going to be some sort of altercation, but you have these paths converging. Mike is over with Will, and, well, Jonathan's not really there. He's with his other friend, whose name is Argyle. Now I know his name, so I'm knowing everyone's name, and I think the blonde dude on the basketball team's name is Jason, potentially. So getting the names finally, thank you, because I hate when I don't know names and there's just like an abundance of characters, time to know all the names. Like, I don't understand how teachers in classrooms do that shit. I'm like, yes, if I meet someone physically, I can understand their name, but it's still quite a task to know all these names, especially when they introduce a lot of characters. There are a lot of characters, but I would just say the ones I'm least interested in are the basketball team characters. I know they're very, very, very minor, minus Jason or whatnot, but I just don't care about any of them. The coolest characters they've introduced so far is easily Eddie. He's awesome, and I hope he joins, like, the party, so to speak, or whatever. He just seems very chill, and Dustin is letting him in on the secret. Well, the truth about Hawkins, the Upside Down. So I'm like, oh, damn, that was very fast, but they're trusting him, and, I mean, he has the tail and the evidence to really make them believe that starting up again, which it is. It's time with the clocks and shit. It like literally is. It's time. I mean, I did say in the first episode I was a bit disappointed that Joyce didn't find out on her own because I wanted it to be like, oh my god, there's evidence that he's alive. And then they come to their own conclusion, have that realization. But if it's Hopper speaking to Enzo, I doubt that's his real name. Might be just like a code name for him. I mean, he said his name was Enzo, but I think it's just like the moniker because of the date at Enzo's. And they said it sounds like Hopper setting up a sort of transaction deal to where it's like, hey, let's make a trade. We're holding you for ransom. So if that is the case, then that's pretty cool. Then I can work with that. But it's just like, it was so weird. In the first episode, she just got a random letter from Russia like, hey, Hop is alive. Like, cool, but what? But now it makes sense. And I also wish they didn't spoil it in the 2020 trailer. I know they wanted to be like, yes, Hopper is alive, just so David Harbour could probably go on tour and not have to say no to all these questions. But revealing that the prison guard was there too, I saw him. I saw Enzo in the trailer in 2020 to where he has a gun and he's watching Harbour. So, like, you know these things, so they don't have quite the biggest oomph because you already know these things. That's kind of like the downside of trailers. But I'm interested to see how this is going to play out, because if Enzo is really looking for $40,000, is that going to be in American or is that going to be in Russian? But besides that, like, can you trust him? Why would he do that? And how would he do that? And if the prison camp that Hopper's at is hell, so to speak, as they were coining it, how is he going to sneak him out? How are they going to do stealthily? I'm just wondering about that. And how is he going to get him to Alaska? Because I know, do Russia and Alaska tip? Or touch? Not tip. It's surprising when you look at geography that Alaska and Russia are pretty damn close at the top. I think in the Ice Age, I don't know, I'm not really good at that type of shit, but there was actually like a wall or waterwork of ice that connected the two, and you could literally walk across it or something like that. But they're relatively close, so he could just probably get a boat and go a few miles, maybe like 30 or 50 or something. I know that's not really a few, but compared to thousands of miles just flying over a plane, that's a lot better. I mean, they still have to, well, shit, Joyce is in California now, so all she has to do is go from California to Alaska. I mean, it's still pretty far, but if she lived all the way back in Indiana still, then that's a different flight. That's a much longer flight. And then lastly here, we have the thing with 11. As I said, it sucks because she didn't really have the time to grow up in society. Like, she's still not akin. I wouldn't say she's barbaric. She's not really accustomed to how people work. Like, she doesn't know that people can be assholes, and she's discovering that now. I know she knows that they're like bad people, like she says bad men in season 1, but just people who aren't necessarily bad, but just rude and ignorant and just don't give a shit. Like, she's never been exposed to that. She never went to school, so she doesn't know about that. So her saying to oh god, what's her name? It starts with an A. It's not Alyssa. Alexia? God damn it, I don't remember. When she was telling the blonde chick, can you go over to my boyfriend Mike and just tell him we're actually friends and that it was all a joke or an accident or whatnot? I couldn't believe she said that. I'm like, why would you say that? You're just gonna make things worse. She doesn't understand. She doesn't understand how people work. And I feel bad because she had no chance to, but she's learning now. And it's like scary because, as I said, if she did have her powers, she tried to originally until when they were making fun of Hopper and her little project. She would have probably killed them, in all honesty. So it is semi a blessing. She doesn't have her powers yet. But, I mean, she took the roller skate and bashed her in the face with it. And I knew that was coming. I could sense it. I could sense that anger and emotion. But sometimes you just got to lock and load that. And I know it sucks to be sort of pryed by everyone around, but she still has friends, and I wish they did a better job, not gonna lie. I mean, I know Will has kind of been having his own thing going on and knowing that she's lying and told Mike, but Mike and Will stood there for a while. I wish this situation was handled better. I just feel bad. I don't know. But I guess the upside is when you have a story, you always know that the bad people get their due. I mean, Angela, there we go. There's her name. Angela got rocked in the face, so there we go. There's one due. But the others around her still have their bill yet to be paid. And I don't know if Angela's going to try to retaliate, but if she does, then it's going to be even more payback for Elle to inflict on her. And I can't wait for that. That's dark, man, but she's such a bitch. I was going to use a profane word to describe her, but technically she's a kid. I mean, she's a teenager in high school. But we all know, like, the actors themselves are, like, 20 or 30 because they have teenagers and everything in Netflix shows. Whenever there's a teenager, they're an adult. So, I mean, I know it's just an actor. But, like, still, I'm just saying it would be wrong for me to call a kid a bitch. But that's bitch-like behavior, and that is a fact. But besides that, I'm excited for the next episode. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I look forward to episode 3, which I'm going to get to reacting to after I eat something because I've watched 2 in a row. And I'm just excited for more. The Stranger Things Feast, the 7 episodes of part 1 of season 4. So I'm excited. Hope you guys enjoyed this. As I mentioned, questions are starting to be answered. And I can't wait for, well, hopefully we do explore a bit more of Hopper. Because I don't want him to be sidelined for this show. But I think they said something like that. I don't know if it was David Harbour, but I think somebody of the Stranger Things cast or just somebody official said that Jim will actually be sort of alienated a bit for this season, which is unfortunate but understandable. So we'll see how this goes. And as I mentioned, hope you guys enjoyed. And until then, I will catch you folks in episode 3.